the cheat code to OP15. Hello and welcome to the table, and today I'm back with another One Piece gameplay Decktech video. Today, talking about Bell Luffy, a deck that I have feelings about, because it is a 5k 5 life yellow leader with one of the most boring abilities in the game, but at the same time, one of the most powerful. Because if one of your Sky Island type characters with 6k base power or more would be KO'd or removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may add the top card of your life cards to your hand instead. So basically, anything on your board, generally, that matters, if it leaves, no, you just add the top of your life to your hand instead. It's insane. Now, I'm not saying I'm a genius with this deck or anything, but you don't really have to be. All you have to do is play the cards, and the deck kind of just plays itself. You just swing, and swing, and swing, and you and your opponent don't really care too much about life, and then you just, win. Simple as that. It, in my opinion, is pretty freaking stupid. And there are a couple of reasons for that, but let's look at the list first. First, talking about the searchers. We got Nami and Shura, both of which look at the top however many. Shura 5 and Nami 3 for a Sky Island card. Shura can trigger to play itself, and it's a 2-cost 2k 1k counter. Nami is a 1-cost 2k counter, but it counters for 2. So that's nice. These are just both very good searchers. It's nice to have 8 searchers in a deck, and one of them happens to be a 2k counter, which is nice sometimes. But then, you also have some other 2k counters in the deck. You have 3 other ones: Zeus, Robin, and Satori. Zeus is in the deck for various reasons, such as GP Luffy. Very good into GP Luffy, Grape Luffy, because he can get rid of something like Sanji Puddings. It can, against another yellow deck, get rid of something like Borsalino. There are just a ton of different cards. Cavendish in the Lucy matchup, Zeus can get rid of. He has a ton of use cases. This card is one of the most broken 2k counters in the game, because basically you add the top or bottom of your life to your hand, KO 5 or less, and it's a 2k counter. So it can counter, or it can pop an important piece of the opponent's board. Either way, it can do a lot of work for you, which is why it's in the deck, even though it's not searchable. Robin, similarly, also not searchable, even though it's a Straw Hat card. It seems weird that it can't be searched off of Nami, but hey, sure. But the thing with Robin that's really nice is that it can trigger to play itself, since your leader is Monkey D. Luffy, and it's a 2k counter, and it's a chump blocker, which, all very, very stupid things. Yeah, why would you not play this card in the deck if you have the opportunity to? And then you got Satori, which is just a searchable 2k that can nichely trigger to play itself. Not necessarily the greatest thing in the world, but it's a good card. Then for some extra defense, we got Borsalino, Gum Golden Rifle, and an arguably also Zoro, even though it's kind of like an aggressive defensive card, if that makes sense. Borsalino and Golden Rifle are just purely cards to help you gain life. Borsalino being just a good blocker, 5-cost 6k 1k counter blocker that on play, you have 2 or less life, you heal 1. So you can take life very aggressively with this deck to protect your board, and just in general to go up cards in hand, and heal when you're on 10 Dawn, playing something like 2 Borsalinos, because that's fair and balanced. Or, if you're at 0 life, you could play something like a Gum Golden Rifle, which, sometimes is just a 1-cost 4k counter for your leader, which is always just broken. But, you can also just, as a main effect, if your leader has a Straw Hat crew type, you can trash the top card of your life, then gain a life, and trash a card from your hand. But that first line, if your leader has a Straw Hat crew type, you trash the top card of your life, that is not a cost. You just do that. And then, after that, you gain a life at the cost of trashing a card. So basically, what you can do is spend 1 Dawn, and if you have 0 life, trash a card from your hand to gain a life. Pretty broken. On top of that, you also got Zoro, so you could potentially triple heal in one turn. You could play Golden Rifle into Zoro into Borsalino. Because Zoro here is a 4-cost 6k that on play, you could trash a card from your hand to gain a life. Very simple, very stupid. It's like a mini Kuma, but better, question mark? It doesn't counter, and it can't heal multiple times. But the thing is that Zoro comes in for 1 less K, costs 2 less, and can be protected forever thanks to your leader, and can also allow you to triple heal, which is pretty broken and pretty bonkers. But then we got all the threats of the deck. Zoro, I would say, fits into this category as well. Borsalino can easily as well. But the main aggressive tools, because Zoro's kind of like the life gain portion of the deck, the life gain package. That's kind of like Zoro, Rifle, and Borsalino's job. Just these are the life gain cards. And then PEnel could also kind of fit into this package. There's some overlapping stuff. But the main threats of the deck, including Zoro, are these following cards. The first one being Calgara, basically allowing our leader to get a Nami effect. The Nami leader, that's the best leader in the game. Yeah, we can get the best part about the leader in some ways. Because Calgara here is a 5-cost 6k 1k counter that on your turn, when a card is removed from your or your opponent's life cards, you draw a card. Then you cannot draw cards using your own effects during this turn. So basically, you have a Calgara on board, and you or your opponent take a life on your turn, you're going to draw a card. One of the best parts of Nami is just how many cards you can draw thanks to that leader effect. And with Calgara, you can as well. And it doesn't restrict you based on your hand size, which is also a nice bonus. And again, because this is 6k, it can be protected by the Luffy, which is really stupid. So yeah, pretty stupid and dumb card that we love to see. Similarly, we got Wiper, which is a very good card against PEnel. I love the one thing that I do like about this deck is that it destroys purple PEnel, which I just don't think that deck is, I'm not a fan of that deck. And this deck does destroy that for 2 reasons. Wiper and the Secret Luffy, but I'll get to that in a sec. With Wiper, it's great against Vassals, and against other decks, it's really good to getting rid of chump blockers, because this is a 5-cost 6k 1k counter, and on play, turns the top of your life face up, gives all your opponent's characters minus 2k power, and KOs everything that has 0 power less. All your opponent's stuff that has 0 power less. So it can get rid of a lot of stuff, especially against PEnel. And on top of that, you can just activate main once a turn. Give Arrest of Dawn to one of your Sky Island leader or characters. So this is effectively a 5-cost 7k 1k counter, which, hey, vanilla statted body, that can also get rid of a lot of small bodies if you need to. It's just a very solid card all around. It's nothing insanely broken. It's really good into PEnel. But yeah, it's just a good card. Good, solid card. But then we got the Secret Luffy, the main broken nuts card in the deck, and pretty much the reason that this deck is considered to be one of the best decks in the game right now. Because this is a 5-cost 7k that, so long as you have 6 or more Dawn in your field, has Rush. So, solid start. Can't counter, but it doesn't matter. Because when your opponent activates an event, or blocks, you reveal the top card of your life. And then this character gets plus 1k power for each cost of the card revealed. So, and this can happen multiple times in a turn, by the way. That's not a once per turn effect. That just happens, period. End of sentence. Every time an event or blocker is activated by your opponent. That's nuts. But let's say you reveal a 7 off of life. Alright, this is a 14k now. What? It's really stupid, because it's great into Lucy, which is the main reason why you can beat Lucy. It's great into PEnel, because literally the deck is like half events, so very dumb. And it's good into any deck that relies on blockers in order to be able to close out a game, which is a lot more decks than you would expect right now. So this deck, or this card, is really dumb. and really allows the deck to just say, alright, we're going to go as hard into the opponent as we can, and you're either going to kill me or I'm going to kill you. Let's just see who can hit life harder, faster. Very boring, which is why I don't like the deck. But it's a solid strategy, and it works because, yeah, this deck, it's very popular for a reason. And this is one of the big parts of that. But also because Robin, because this card can play the Luffy on top of establishing a 7k body. Because basically it's a 7 cost 7k 1k counter that adds the top of your life, allows you to gain a life, and then play a 5 cost or less Sky Island card. So you basically swap life, kind of. You don't get to stack life, thankfully, but you effectively, like, can draw a card, sort of. You're not really going up cards in hand unless you have a Calgara on board. But the card is a 7k body that plays, generally, a 7k body. It's just very dumb. And it counters for 1, which is nice, too. But then you have PEnel. And this is a very good 2 of in the deck, in my opinion. I would argue going up maybe 2 more copies of it, getting rid of like 2 copies of maybe Satori, and going up 2 more copies of this. I don't think you necessarily need to. Maybe go down 1 Satori and 1 more PEnel, because I do love this card a lot for the deck. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. I think this card is really fun to play with. But this card is a 10 cost 11k that has Rush because your leader is Sky Island. And when attacking, you can trash 1 card from your hand, and if you have 1 or less life, you gain a life, and it's now going to be a 12k for the turn. Both of which are very stupid things. It's just, hey, I'll trash 1 card, gain 1, and I'm swinging for 12. Right away. Very, 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 very dumb. But it's a very, very good card. And again, I think you could maybe cut 1 Satori for 1 PEnel, but that's just me. But this deck is very solid. It's very good. There is like, I mean, you could run basically this exact list. You could maybe argue cutting like, oh, I don't need 16 2Ks, even though you kind of do to a point. I don't need 16 2Ks. I could put in something like a Datsu, or, oh, I can cut a Satori for an PEnel. Basically, you can run a list like this, or very similar to this, and pretty much no matter what you do, it's just going to do super well. Because this is kind of the cheat code to the OP15 meta in a lot of ways. Which is why it's so highly ranked in the meta right now. And I think it's disgusting garbage, so I'm going to delete it right now. And look at something that's actually really pretty and nice. A non-updated Brook deck. So pretty. But let's dive right into some games and see how well Bell Luffy does, because yeah, this deck's really good. Going up against PEnel, going first. Definitely going first. That hand is awful. This hand is better, because we have the Bell Luffy. We have the best card in our entire deck. So why would we not keep it? So next turn we're going to play Shura. Go 6. Opponent's going to play typical Satori. Pudding. What are you going to get with Pudding? Nothing? No, you got something. Lightning Dragon. That's a very good card. Borsalino is also a good card. I am just gonna play Shura. Okay, I'm like, in case I get the 1 cost Nami and there's nothing better. But no, this is fine. I'll just get a 2k, right? Yeah, I'll just get a 2k. I don't think I need to worry about this PEnel too much in this matchup, but maybe that's a mistake. I mean, we just want to get as many of these Luffys down as possible, basically. Alright, they take. Cool. Good with that. Pass the turn. Let's see. Play Calgar. No. Why would we not play anything except this Luffy next turn? That's the way I look at it. So next turn, we'll play this Luffy. Turn after that. Okay, another Pudding. What are you going to get off of that one? They got a Kitten. They got a Kitten. That, I was going to say that card's good against us. Not really. Because the second that this comes down, especially if we can get multiple of these down. If we can get multiple of these down, awesome. Gonna go 5, 5, and 5. Okay. How's the opponent get a stack? Both on bottom. Please? Tell me that you're drawing poorly? Come on. Please, 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 please. Yes, they put him on the bottom. That means they're bad. That means they're horrible. I'll take this first one. Okay, Calgara's fine. I don't need two, so I can counter with this one. And the opponent's gonna go 5 again. I'll probably counter this one too? Question mark? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna take. Ooh, trigger for Nico. A card that's actually not insane against this deck, but to be fair, the second that Luffy comes down, it'll be a little bit, I don't know, feel a little bit better. Let's just go 2 into Satri, because we don't want that card to be around. I mean, they're gonna have the 2Ks, that's fine, but I would really rather those Satris not be on the board if I can help it. Then let's play the Luffy, go 5 into life, and then go 7. Can't go 7. Doesn't have Rush. Completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Should have played Calgara. Yeah, I probably should have played Calgara. But we know that we have a 5 cost on top of the life now, so that is good knowledge. That is very good knowledge. Yeah. Definitely should have waited a bit to play that Luffy. Should have played Calgara. That is my mistake, everybody. Sorry about that. Enel. Okay. I mean, that's fine with me. If you want to block with that opponent, go right ahead, because I know for a fact that this is going to be a 12k. 2 into 2? Sure. I will just resolve. Opponent's gonna go big-ish number. I have no idea. Let's see. They got rid of one Mamaragon. So I'll probably block with this Robin if I have the opportunity to. Yep, they're just gonna pop it. Cool. That's awesome. Probably should have just put that in hand, because they have so many ways to interact with that card. Again, my mistake, everybody. I am not insane with this deck by any means. Alright, they're gonna go 7 in life? That really sucks if they do that. Not a fan. Not a fan. So I will take, because why not? Okay, then they're gonna go 6, and this one I will counter with, I don't know, Robin. So they're at 6 cards in hand at least. Trying to think of what's best here. Probably Robin into Wiper. Guarantee that we get rid of these, so that's just less value for the future. That's probably a good play, right? Let's start with 5 in a life. See what the opponent does about that. They'll probably take it. Realistically, they'll probably take it. If they block, that could be nice. Maybe there's something really big in life, and then we can just go big number into a Nell. No, they're not going to do that. Why would they? Let's just go... We have 7 done. Okay, let's go 7 in a life. Opponent's going to block. And it's a 14k, so let's see that Enel die, opponent. Let's see. It was plus 7, so it's another Robin. I don't know why it's not showing it. It's a weird bug. I mean, the opponent has to let it go. And now they're not going to have a board for next turn, because we are 1000% now. Gonna do this. Use the card action. Yep, Robin. Gain a life. Play that. Okay, it's a 1 cost. Yeah, and the opponent concedes, because what are they going to do after that? Yeah, it's a 1 cost, so that, you know, this Luffy isn't nearly as scary, but at the same time, it's just like, you have no board, I have this board. Next turn, I could play, like, I don't know, Zoro into Borsalino, you're just completely screwed, opponent. Ha! We took an L down, so let's get into another game and see what we can do against, I don't know, another top deck. Let's go with that. Going up against Lucy. Let's see what they got. Come on. They're going first. Dang it. I don't know why. I mean, they're getting to decide, so yeah, that's not going to go well. We got Zeus, which is nice. We got, yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep this. I like this. Mostly because we had the Zeus to get rid of Cavendish. Because that card just gets them so much value, it's not even insane. So if we have a way to get rid of it, we're going to try our hardest to get rid of it. Viola? Sure. It's fine, I guess. Let's play Nami. And I mean, gotta get Robin. Gotta get Robin. Well, literally have to get Robin, but if there was an option there, if one of those was like a 2K, you gotta get the Robin. You just have to get that Robin. Sabo. Fine. 7 in a life. Sure, I was gonna probably take it no matter what. 10 cost a nil. That's actually probably gonna do some major work this matchup, so very happy about that one. Let's go 5 in the life. Yes, let's go. Let's punish the opponent. Get rid of a 2K. Get rid of a 2K, or take it. If you take it, opponent, oh, that might be a little bit greedy. That might be a little bit greedy. Sure, you have 9 cards in hand, but at the same time, opponent, get a memento into nothing, preferably, but they're probably going to have the Cavendish. And when they do play that Cavendish, yeah, it's going to suck, but, okay. But we can Zeus. Okay, this I am going to counter, simply because we're going to take one off the Zeus, and I don't want to go down into 2 against them, because that's just not necessarily a great idea. So let's Zeus, take the top of our life. Yeah, take the top, Borsalino, nice, get rid of that. And let's just put all the Dawn and go 9. Put him down to 1. Put him down to 1. Opponent, you're only at 1 life. I think this is going to go pretty well, because next turn we can Robin into... It's got to be Sky Island. Okay, so probably Calgara? Unless the opponent decides to play like a bunch of Rebecca's or something, even though it's their Sabo turn. So, yeah. Oh! Did I will that into existence or what? Please put down another Rebecca. Please, opponent, put down another Rebecca. Rebecca got Barrier Pistol. That is something to take note of, because we'll have to save some life for that. But opponent, play Rebecca. Play Rebecca. Play Rebecca. Please, opponent, play Rebecca. Darn it. Okay. Ooh, do I take that? That's gonna be really greedy if I take that, so I'm not going to. I will counter. Oh, what's the best card to counter with here? I don't want them... You know what? I'm gonna counter with a Wiper. Maybe that makes them think, ooh, maybe there isn't a Wiper now. Okay, 6. Glad I countered. Because I don't have a 2K, and I'm gonna have to take that one. Ooh, Zoro. That actually could be nice. Zeus is something. Darn. Let's just go like this. Gain a life. Play out that. Okay, just a wee little 1 cost. That's awesome. Give arrested. And then go 7. So I have to use a Dressrosa Kingdom and then another card. Use 2 cards still. Put you down to 9 in hand. I'm happy with that. If you take this, opponent, I'm gonna be just astounded. I'm gonna be so flabbergasted. Opponent. No way. Okay. I'm like, there's no way you're taking this. Give me a 2. Yes, let's go. Let's go. I'm so happy about that. That's a 2K out of their hand. That's awesome. Love to see that. Okay, so Sabo into what? Fire Fist? Because of course. I don't want to deal with that. It's so annoying. Alright, and then please pop it. Please pop it. No. Okay, no. Screw you, opponent. Alright, 9. That we are gonna have to take. Yeah. So we have this now at least. That's something. That's gonna be useful. I will say that much. So let's go. Let's play a Borsolino. No, let's go 5 in life. Make the opponent think for a minute. Make the opponent think. Because we'll play 2 Borsolinos this turn. Okay. But the opponent doesn't know that necessarily. Let's just shuffle a Dawn onto himself. Go 7. Maybe the opponent doesn't block. Maybe they think, ooh, Sky Luffy. I don't know. Okay, they're gonna block. Yeah, probably shouldn't have sworn. Gain a life. Pass. So we got 2 blockers, 3 life. Next turn, we can play PEnel. Oof, that sucks. The main thing is that we really need a Bell Luffy. That card would be really, really nice right now. But whatever. We don't need to worry about taking life too much because we have double heal right now between the Golden Rifle and the Zoro. So if we get down to 0 life, we can go back up to 2 pretty quickly and cost inefficiently. Do you play Barrier Pistol? What'd you bottom deck? Oh, you bottom decked a Borsalino because Luffy doesn't protect that. I forgot about that. That's kind of annoying. That's also kind of annoying. But I will take... Ooh, another Zoro. Yes, and a Bell Luffy. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to play Bell Luffy. And then we're going to do some really stupid stuff. Let's start off. Okay, so we have 5 Dons. So probably play something like a Zoro. Maybe. Probably. Yeah, probably going to play a Zoro this turn. Get rid of the other Zoro. That's fair, in my opinion. So, we have 1 Don to play with. Let's just start off with a 5 in life. Because the opponent doesn't really want to block at this point, because I could get rid of some Sabos. And that could really suck. So we're going to be able to send 5, 7, 7, and 7. Give it Dawn onto the Wiper. Go 7. Go 7. Come on, opponent. Nice. 7. Just get rid of all the cards from their hand. This card is so stupid. Oh! Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. Huh. So they're gonna have 3 swings next turn. And I'm just gonna go 8 in case, you know, it's only like a 2 cost on top that lowers the chances Or a 1 cost. This guarantees... Okay, well, shucks. 15. Okay. So it was a 7 cost. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Let's just play a Zoro. Trash a Zoro. Gain a life. Pass. We have 1 blocker. 3 life. The opponent has 2 Sabos and a Lucy. The likelihood of them living is not large. Fire Fist, get that down -8. That makes sense. Are you going to try to get rid of it? Did they trash too? They open slot next turn for this PEnel that I'm going to be playing next turn. Okay, opponent's going 9. I will use the card action because that's fair and balanced. And the opponent concedes because what are they supposed to do? I mean, they could have swung 9 more into it. I mean, they just couldn't have gotten out of it next turn. I would have sent 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, and then PEnel. Like, they had 0 chance of winning at that point. There's just no hope. Which, hey, goes to show that this is the cheat code, and let's see if it can cheat the code one last time. Going up against GP Luffy. Luffy versus Luffy, which Luffy is better? Probably the one that can use hockey. That's a funny joke, but, let's see. Opponent is going first, which, we are so happy about. That Luffy, though, is kind of nice to see. I like this hand, sort of. We're going second. It could be better. This is kind of better in ways. Not, okay, definitely way better now. I was like, this could go very poorly. Do I get the Robin or do I get the Luffy? I think I'm gonna get the Robin and then hope we get a decent 5 cost of play off the Robin and then pass. So we are gonna just play Zoro. Alright, Searcher. We'll play Zoro next turn. Hopefully this top card is a brick that we don't really care too much about. So that would be cool. What are they gonna get off of their Nami? I really hope that it's not one of their Sanji puddings. Why did it take them so long? If it was a Sanji pudding, get the Sanji pudding. Okay, definitely don't need 2 of these. But let's just go 5. Opponent takes. Cool. Play the Zoro. Trash one of the rifles, gain a life. Pass. I'm down with that. I'm happy with that. Then next turn we can just send 6, and then we can play Wiper and send 6. Actually, no, we could send 7 with the leader. And that would be nice. That'd be cool. Sanji Pudding. So we're gonna restand 1 and ramp 1, and they're gonna hopefully not go wide. Hopefully they just put all the Dawn on the Luffy and don't play anything else and just go 9 into life, which I would totally counter. Definitely not take. Gosh dang it, opponent. Sure, I'll take. I will take... They don't have a way to protect the Sanji Pudding, so I'll probably... You know what? These Zeus's are actually insanely good this matchup. I just realized that. These are going to be very good. Let's start with 2 into that Nami. And then we need 4 Dawn. Well, let's play the Zeus first. Maybe that makes a difference. Does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 7 into life. See what the opponent does about that. Maybe they counter slightly differently. And go 8. They'll probably take... I honestly hope they counter. Okay, no. They're not going to be that nice. Take the top life. KO that. Be very happy about that. And we got rid of a Sanji Pudding. We have a Zeus to get rid of another Sanji Pudding. And honestly, I think if that's the case, yeah. So they play another one. If we can get rid of 2 of them, what's the likelihood of them having 3? They've only searched for 1. What's the likelihood of them having 2 in their hand, or that they naturally draw? What's the likelihood of that? Hopefully not high, and they're going to search. Please don't be another one. Please don't be another one. Please don't be another one. Okay, Usohachi. Cool. Perfectly fine with that. So, I'm thinking we have 8 Dawn. Okay. Okay. So, what we can do... We can play this. Have 1 Dawn to put on the Luffy. Go 6 and 6. And 7. Right? Yeah. And then we would still be able to play the Zeus. That, I think, is what we are going to do. So let's start with 6. Just keep these dead. Just murder these Sanji Puddings as fast as possible. That's the way I look at it. Because we have heal in this deck. The opponent doesn't. And eventually we're going to get cards out of their hand. So let's go 6 again. The opponent probably, is thinking okay, give us a 1. They have 7 in hand. Okay. Let's play this Luffy. Swing 7. Okay, give us a 2. Fine by me. And then play the Zeus. Take the top of life. KO the Sanji Pudding. And pass. So we got rid of 2 of them. They didn't get 1 off the Zorojuro. What's the likelihood? No, opponent, how? How do you have 3? How do you have 3 of them? You are so absurdly lucky. You searched for 1. You drew 2? What are the chances of that? I mean, man. Okay, 6 in life. I will give you a 2K. Now I'm depressed. I'm so depressed. Okay, 6 in life. They have 5 Dawn. Are they going to play the other Sanji Pudding? Because, man, that would tick me off to no end. Okay. Let's see it. Let's see the 4th one. Nope. Okay, cool. That's fine, I guess. Use the card action. Okay, it's a 5 cost on top. Cool. Good to know. I don't know what that card is. I don't even know what it is. Okay, it's Wiper. It's Wiper. So it is counter. We're at 10 Dawn. We are at 10 Dawn. So let's play this guy. Attack. trash. Not that I necessarily want to, but trash a rifle. Why'd I not gain a life? Trash one card from your hand if your life has one or... Oh. I'm smart. I love making misplays. See, at least this thing's hard to get rid of. Like, hard to get rid of. The problem... Okay. They don't have the one that can attack right away. At least there's that. And let's see, cost of 5 or less? 5 or more. Why did I say 5 or less? 5 or more. Okay. So you can't play a Sanji Pudding. I swear, if like they had. Oh my god. I'm so pissed about that. I'm so pissed about that. Okay, so the opponent, is the opponent gonna be able to win this turn? Is the opponent actually gonna be able to win this turn? They might. They honestly might be able to. That would suck a lot. And I mean a lot. If that's what happens here. That would suck a very large amount. Okay, 7 into life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have to counter this. If I don't counter this, I literally lose. I don't want to do that, but I literally have to if I want to live. Because if they... Like, yeah. At this point... Okay, 7 in life. I take... Probably 7 in life or board. I don't know. Okay, 9 in life. I take... No trigger. Maybe that's wrong. I don't really care. As long as it's not an Arluna. If it's an Arluna, we're probably gonna lose. Okay, it's not an Arluna. That is good. That is good. So what we need to do here is we just need to get cards out of the opponent's hand. So let's start with 6. Just need to get cards, because if it's an event that they play, if they play events... I actually just realized something. We need a life. We need a life. We need to do that right now. Because I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry, everybody. Because that could have done something. Okay. Now let's not make mistakes. Go 6. That's so crazy to me that... Let's see. Okay, give me a 2. That's fine. I have 8 Dawn. Do I have math? I don't know. I do not know. Okay. So if I put 1 Dawn on the Luffy... I think I need to save this Luffy for last. So if I go 12 on an L, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I mean, this needs to be a 7 cost Robin or like a 10 cost an L, realistically. So we can make the Luffy a 15, right? And then we can go... So this would be 14 and 12. And I think we just need to go a little bigger. Let's try this. Trash. Gain a life. 14k. Into life. With 6 Dawn. Be 13. Hopefully more. Come on. Come on. Please, 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 please. Okay. It's only 2? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Yay. This is a whole plus 4k. Jeez. You kidding me right now? The opponent literally had 2 giants. Like, the opponent drew everything they needed this game. We killed 2 of their Sanji puddings, and they had 3. They had a Luna, they had 2 giants, and they didn't even search for most of it. Like, that's absolutely insane. Okay. So now what we need to do, we have 6. So now, we just need to pray that this hits. Please just don't have it. Just don't have it. Please. Please tell me that you don't have the counter. Come on, opponent. Come on. Come on. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. They had it. God. I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do at that point? Like, it just, yeah. Good game, opponent. Brick, or, well, they drew that. No, they drew this. They drew this. 2k, 1k. Yeah, the opponent literally had everything. The opponent literally had everything. They had everything they could have ever wanted. What was below that? Borsalino. My god. And that wouldn't have made a difference, to be fair. Probably should have put more Dawn on an L, but it wouldn't have mattered. Man, they drew so much of what they needed. They drew so stupid. Literally, if there was one less Sanji pudding, they drew one less Sanji pudding. I guarantee we could have won that game. Guarantee. Guarantee that we could have. I mean, we killed 2 of them right off the bat. I'm so sad about that. But hey, it was a good game nonetheless. That was very, very much so a close game. So I hope you all enjoyed. This Bell Luffy is... it is a cheat code in a lot of ways to the OP15 meta. And I really hope that for those of you that do enjoy playing this deck, that you know, have fun with it and get to build it and all that kind of whatnot. Because I personally am not a fan of this deck's playstyle at all. I think it's just so... it's the scummiest of yellow, basically. And whatever. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's completely free, you won't regret. Check out my other OP15 videos where I actually play fun decks. I'm joking. Right here. Check out my OP15 pack opening series right here. And I hope you all enjoyed this video and future videos coming soon, along with shortly a 1,000 subscribers special. And I will see you all there.